This monkey's paw can grant its owner any 3 wishes. For every wish granted, it retracts 1 finger. Only when it finds a new owner will the 3 retracted fingers open again. As soon as my wife received the monkey's paw, she immediately wished for untold wealth, so we could live a life of luxury. No one could have imagined that the very next day, the monkey's paw would grant her wish. My wife fell from the Christmas tree and snapped her neck on the spot. Afterward, I received a massive insurance payout of 10 million, and from then on, I was set for life. But after becoming rich, I felt gloomy every day. To me, no amount of money could compare to my wife's companionship. So, a bold idea suddenly struck me. I took out the monkey's paw and made a second wish to bring my deceased wife back to life. The very next second, an eerie scene unfolded. The lights in the house began to flicker, and even more bizarrely, I actually heard my wife's voice. I hurriedly searched everywhere for the source of the sound, but I couldn't see her anywhere, neither inside nor outside the house. From that day on, I could hear my wife's voice every day, yet I could only hear her voice and never see her. I simply couldn't make sense of it. It wasn't until a few days later, while I was organizing the coffins in my home, that the lid of a coffin behind me suddenly slammed shut. Anxiously, I opened the coffin to check, but it was completely empty. But the moment I turned around, my deceased wife suddenly appeared behind me. I was terrified out of my wits. The billboard next to me toppled over, and my legs went weak. As I picked up the sign from the ground, it finally dawned on me. It turned out that the reason my wife hadn't come home was because she had long since been placed in a coffin and buried in the cemetery. Even if she had come back to life, there was no way she could have crawled out on her own. With that thought, I immediately drove to the cemetery and dug up my wife's grave as quickly as I could. Sure enough, it was exactly as I'd feared. My deceased wife had come back to life and was frantically pounding on the coffin and struggling inside. I hurriedly pried the nails out of the coffin, but the moment the lid was lifted, my resurrected wife took on a truly eerie appearance. Her body was completely rotted, and she kept letting out low, hoarse cries, but my love for her was so strong that I couldn't bring myself to care about any of that.
It's me, my love. I've come to save you.